Welcome back. Welcome back. Here's my little avatar that I threw up in a half hour. I did not have a whole lot of time to get this thing made.
Yeah.
But I think it works okay. Okay enough.
Oh, what did you eat to throw that up?
Whoa.
Little maximum color avatar.
Yeah, that's just pretty bad.
Thank you, it's what I'm here for.
I would banish you to the secret chat, but it would screw up everything.
Yeah.
Okay, so where were we? Where did we leave off?
So, one thing I will say is that we cannot read any text on the screen.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Super pixely, but hey, it's on
I
theme.
mean,
Dude, if you were watching
not
this,
incorrect.
if you were watching this on an iPod Nano, it would look like really good. So, cool. Oh wow.
Wait, don't iPod Nanos not have a screen?
No, they have a
Or
screen.
was one? But no. Shuffle that did it. Okay. Okay.
Well, the good news is the recording should theoretically still look fine. So, for the two viewers that we get, sorry, but
Right, cool.
all right, where did we leave off? I believe.
I'm one of those viewers.
So, so last we saw our adventurers, we had Ventorum traveling.
Who's getting picked on?
Just a bit. We had Venturum talking with the gargoyles, who said that they decided the fire was an accident and no one was flying around last night. They didn't prove it, but that's what they've decided. I'm presuming, well, the gargoyles stated that it was decided that the fire was an accident and no one was flying last night. Meanwhile, Kefis, Osama, and what was that?
Oh, nothing. Keep going.
Oh. Meanwhile, Kefis, Osama, and Aphid went to investigate the scene of the fire, found singed feathers, and we followed the trail into the forest, and at a certain point it would have taken gone from going northwest to looping around and heading east. So that's where we left off.
Right, you are.
I think I caught everything.
You two groups are separated, and yeah, Ventorum's at the school.
Is Ventorum really a group of one, though?
The rest of you are in the woods,
Yeah.
and the sun is going down.
Oh, it's sunset right now. Okay.
Indeed. So,
Good luck finding us.
Ventorum, you realize that the sun is.
I mean, you glow in the
That's
dark.
my light.
Can you guys hear me?
I do.
Am I?
Yes.
Okay.
We can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yeah, but everything I've said has been talked over, so I figured you couldn't hear me. Ventorum, you see that the sun is starting to go down, but you had intended to go meet up with them in the woods at some point.
Alright. I will still head to the woods and look for my giant nightlight.
Osama, have you been glowing this whole time? That's actually an interesting idea. I will say that you probably realize at some point that Ventorum doesn't really have a good way to find you.
Well, yeah, it would probably also help my other companions to be able to see a little bit around us, especially since I think they're better at sleuthing than I am. So I'll provide the light for them so that they can follow the trail and the track so we're not getting just lost in this forest.
Okay, that is good. I think that can help.
Yeah.
Ventorum, since you're able to fly and move pretty quickly, and I imagine they're moving a little bit slowly. I will have you. I'll say you can catch up with them pretty easily. Go ahead and make a sense check. Just a regular sense check. You would have had disadvantage, but Osama's light will cancel that out for you.
5 and a 6.
Okay. Then in that case,
What?
That's a good check.
it takes you a good 20 minutes or so, but that's pretty fast time considering you didn't actually have any idea where they were headed. Just flying around the general vicinity, you eventually do notice the glow, just a faint glow through the trees, and fly down and find the rest of the party, Osama, Kethis, and Aphid, all together.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
Gargoyles weren't very helpful. They're either they're
Always have a
covering something
nightmare.
up, either they're covering something up, or they're really bad at their job.
Both?
Both is good.
Yeah.
I mean, we would want the gargoyles to be good at their job, but we don't want them. But both is bad. Both is bad.
Yeah, I'll be switching between those points. So
I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch what you said. Did anyone else understand him?
No,
I did not.
Nolan, we missed it. Aphid.
Well, I think he might have been saying that he was going to switch to a different thing. I don't know. He's switching something. Aphid's there.
Probably. Yeah.
And if nothing else, his sleuth checks will assist Kethis. So Kethis can just lead everything.
Yeah, although I realized how little AP I have left.
Oh, really?
So,
Huh.
Yeah, I was full steam ahead on the.
You said it.
Yeah, Sean, you're
Yeah,
having some
you're like
connection
a robot.
issues too. Let's see if
I
can-
am?
No, it's Sean. Sean's having some.
Yeah,
Some issues.
Sean
I am.
is like frozen for me. My mic for me.
And Aaron's having some
I was just gonna ask
physical issues.
life issues.
Allergies. Am I better now?
You are better.
You're better. You are better
Great.
for sure. Yes.
Fantastic.
I wish I had
Yeah.
a cool little turn off my camera button. That's kind of neat. Sorry.
Right? I have to manually close it.
I can't even. Mine doesn't even have that feature. Well, mine doesn't even exist right now, so there's that too. But
True.
Fair.
uh,
Fair.
but yes, you were saying.
I'm back.
You were saying no. So you're black.
Back. There was no L.
Yes, but you are currently still.
Oh.
I mean,
You're back in
Exist
black.
now.
There you go.
Exist now.
I mean, depending on how the session goes, at least one of us may be given an L to hold. So, anyhow, Oh, I was just talking about how I have basically no AP left because I went full Sherlock Holmes. But I do not regret it.
Okay.
Anyhow. So, well, were you able to get anything out of the gargoyles or no?
No. They told me that it was some sort of accident and that no one was around. They stuck
Well,
to
we
that.
found feathers, so someone was around.
Yeah, I told them that too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which means either it's someone connected with the school, or / the gargoyles, or they caught the gargoyles distracted and fled before the gargoyles arrived.
Well, let's just see where this leads.
Yeah.
I will say that you are all aware that...
And I'm using
Oh, we might be having some delay. You're all aware that the areas, like the woods around the school, can be a little bit dangerous at night. So I'll just let you know that going forward.
Oh, great. We're in the dangerous woods. And this is dangerous to an elf standards.
Well,
Because
yeah, well, the sun's just now going down. So you have a choice, basically, if you want to leave or not.
I mean, it's not much scarier than Osuna, at least in looks. And anything that is scarier, I could take.
Yes, but there may be things in here that can just eat me in one bite.
Well, yeah, I guess it's just Ventorum and I that are probably not worried. We know how to handle ourselves.
I am small. Well, would the path have us continuing through the forest?
Yes, you're just heading northeast through the woods.
I think we should continue following it. We don't want trail to get cold.
Well, I'm okay to follow, but I'm going to stay on Osuma's shoulder.
Yes, you do that. You'll fall behind otherwise.
I mean, I could just tree hop. People don't look up.
Well, they will look up when I walk by.
What does Aphid think?
Sorry,
Aphid is quiet in the darkness of the trees.
Aphid is brooding contemplatively.
Faintly lit up. Yeah.
Aphid's probably just like, I just want my crap back.
But so we're still on trail. We're following. And now that we have Ventorum here, yeah.
And I'm also using my compass to make sure that we don't get lost.
All right, so you are proceeding forward. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think it would be a good idea to stop at this point. We're not afraid of the dark.
Yeah, you would lose the trail.
I'm not. I can see everything fine. Yeah.
Well, as you're traveling
we can't
through,
let the trail go cold.
Who has the highest sense?
I have a 2.
You have a 2.
Cool.
2. I think everyone has a 2.
I don't have a 2.
Let me close all this Zelda stuff, making it harder to find things. Okay, so go ahead and one of you give me a group check. One of you roll 2 dice, the other roll 1.
Okay.
I'll roll
Sense.
2.
Yeah.
All right, and I'll roll the 1.
Yep.
I got a single 5.
I got a 3.
Well, a single 5 is still better
So-
than nothing.
Yeah.
I hope. We'll see.
Okay, a 5.
Yeah.
That is good enough. While you were
Yay.
I'll take it.
shortly after the sun goes down, as you are, I imagine Aaron got the 5. As you're walking
Yeah.
along, you happen to notice, you see just like the glint of what looks like eyes in the darkness.
I draw my sword, and I tell Osama to be on his guard, and Aphid to stay close to Osama.
I'm going while on my shoulder. I'm going to pull out my bow and arrow and just like start to knock the arrow, but still holding it towards the side, so that way I don't accidentally hit anything.
Wow. Watching the
So
air.
when Ventorum tells me to look, I can clearly see what is in the darkness, right?
Oh, can you?
Oh.
Can.
Oh, what was the trait? No light vision.
No light vision.
You have no light vision. Yeah, you can. Okay, yeah, you can clearly see. Once Ventorum points out, hey, there's a thing over there. You are very clearly able to see a large wolf in front of you.
Oh.
When we say a large wolf,
Well, not large
we
to
mean
you.
large as in
Large as
Okay.
in like a standard dire wolf kind of size,
okay.
So,
So
It's
on
a
all
person
fours
size.
is
so a puppy to Ozma, it will eat me in one bite. Threat to Kefis. Got it.
Yeah, we'll say it's
Yeah.
about 4 feet at the shoulders or so.
That's a big wolf.
It is a very large wolf.
I'm only 2'8".
Okay.
As it notices you
Shoot.
lock eyes with it, it growls, and you are aware of 4 more wolves approaching from the surrounding area, from behind and the sides.
Okay. So yeah, they're trying to hunt us.
You are an easy target.
are they
Great.
all?
Yeah, I'm big, but there's nothing easy about me.
You're easy to find.
Are they all about the same size?
No. The first one that you saw seems to be substantially larger than the rest. The others just look like
Okay.
regular large wolves.
Great. I'm gonna grapple the large one.
I am hopping off Ozma's shoulder to the nearest tree branch.
Why? I grapple at a distance. I'm using Star Talon.
Okay.
That is fair.
I was aware of that. I forgot about that. My bad.
I mean, it still might be a little difficult to stay
I'm
mounted.
locking eyes.
It might be a little difficult to stay mounted on him while he's vigorously throwing things around. So, dismounting might be
In all fairness, I did one.
it might be a good idea.
Fair.
Oh, sorry. I was just going to say I would like to hop onto the nearest tree branch that looks like it would support me.
The fact that you're a Mogi
Right.
allows that to happen just fine. Your people live in the treetops, so.
Okay.
All right, so that means the risk will be assigned between, I would say the three of you. I don't know if... Is Nolan here? I don't know if Nolan's here, so it might just be between the two of you for now. You are working for him. I mean, you might as well protect him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take the risk of,
I'll take
two of them. The big one and another
I'll
one.
take the rest of the small ones.
All right.
And
Oh, you want all three small ones?
oh yeah, I can take all the small ones. Like, you handle the big one. I'll take the small one.
We kind of just nod to each other. We kind of understand what's going on.
And
I'm gonna
reminder, I have multi-defender.
throw out Star Talon.
Yeah. You have multi-defender, just
Right.
multi-defender 1, correct? First level.
Yes, and multi-attacker 1.
Mm-hmm.
That'll come in later.
All right. So you're taking the 4
Yes.
small wolves, and Osama will take the big one.
Yes.
Small wolves.
4 small wolves.
Are you sure you don't want me to take?
Yeah,
All right.
I got them. I'm fine.
And he's
And
got
then
air
Cassis
support.
can... Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I was about to say. Yeah, I was about to say. I'm back. If Ventorum is taking on 4 small wolves, I'm providing backup to Ventorum.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yes.
you don't want to maybe help me take down this big one, and then we can all help with the small ones?
Oh, I
Up
was
to you,
thinking we
up to you.
could take out the small ones easier, and then just keep the big one out of the fight till we're all ready to face it.
All right, do my best. I extend my arm out, and a beam of starlight starts to unravel out of my arm, releasing Star Talon. It weaves through the trees to wrap around, hopefully. All right, let's see. I have hopefully. I have a 5, 2, and a 1, but I get to reroll the 1 because I have reliable grapple, and that did nothing for me. So I have 1, 5.
1, 5. Can I get 1, 5? All right.
1, 5.
Ooh. Don't worry. Oh wait, you're fighting the big one. You do.
I am fighting the big one.
So you do grapple it, and I believe it's been a little bit since I've checked on this. Probably should have refreshed this beforehand. The new grapple mechanics are that you... Do you have decay? You do have decay.
Yes.
Okay. He is grappled for this round, and... Go ahead and take 1 physical stress.
Neat.
Neat indeed. All right.
Only 1? I'll take that.
Moving on to Ventorum. This actually works very nicely
All right.
since the front one was in front of you guys, and the others are all kind of coming from the side. As you draw your blades and get in front of Aphid, blocking their access to him, the 4 of them begin to surround you and get into range.
All right, and I start swirling around, blade slicing, wind is whirling.
I feel a draft on my legs.
Oh, if it was my wind, it would be cutting it. Like,
Ouch.
whirlwind of flashes. The wind itself is acting as a blade. I got a 6 and 2 4s. I will also
Of
roll
course you did.
my multi-attackers. So I roll 1 dice for each after the first one, and for each 6, it's a hit. Is that right?
Yes, but let me
I'm
double check,
looking it
because
up.
we recently were discussing possibly buffing that. Yes, this internet is slow. Hold on.
So, multi-attack, at least in the quick start guide, it does say that, it just says, on a success, deal a hit to that enemy upgrade. Okay,
Yeah.
so it does say roll a bonus die, parentheses 6. So
Yep.
I think, does that mean,
Only
6
on
or
a
nothing?
6.
Yeah,
Mhm.
only on the
Okay.
And then it drops to a 5 if you upgrade it.
Correct.
And then if you upgrade it a
Gotcha.
second time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Alright. So I roll a die for each extra wolf.
Yep.
I did not get any 6s, so
Okay.
just my original attack. 1 6 and 2 4s.
All right, and
So 3 hits.
do you want all that to go to one wolf?
Yes.
You cut deep into its shoulder, into its side, and it lets out a howl of agony before turning around and retreating into a good 20, 30 feet away, hiding behind a tree and just kind of whimpering at you.
Look.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Gethys.
My
No.
focus is on the other 3.
Animal cruelty. Ugh.
Huh.
So is it back to me, or is
It is on
Kethis? Are you
Kethis.
gonna?
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was on me or if the wolves had more to do. I'm technically not stealth to the wolves, right?
Correct.
Yeah,
You
they can
are-
smell you.
You have no risk as well. You are riskless.
Yeah, you're way up
Okay.
high in the tree.
Did we ever confirm if I would be rolling at at diminished or at base with my bow and arrow proficiency since I have no combat?
Well, since you have no combat, you would just roll. It's treated as a 1. We are going to go ahead and just treat you as though you had it before, because that was part of the
Okay.
backstory, and after the next advancement, if you don't take any, then yeah, you'll be diminished. But
Okay. Gotcha. I just wanted to touch base on that. I am going to try and shoot the wolf in the center, and I'm going to, in particular, aim for the leg, if possible.
is there anything specific you want to get out of that?
Hinder its ability to walk and walk/pounce at Ventorum.
Okay, so you want to do some kind of like risk lowering thing. If you want to do that, I will say that you can, but we'll do that old like gambling idea. Roll as though your skill was 1 lower. And I think it's only a 1, right? So
Yeah.
roll with disadvantage.
Roll with disadvantage.
Okay. Rolling 2d6 and dropping the lowest. No! I had a 5 and they threw it away for a 1.
All right.
You wanted to shoot a tiny little part on a big wolf.
Hero
yeah,
point.
Yeah, that is kind of on me.
Gain,
Okay. I'm so sorry, Venturum.
gain a hero
That's
point.
okay. I've got this.
Can you get a hero point without taking risk?
He was taking risk. It was Aaron. His risk was on Aaron.
Oh,
I get hit. Yeah.
No.
Okay. Yeah. I took the risk for it.
You gain a hero point as your arrow sticks into the ground near the wolf. Osama, back to you.
All right. This time I'm gonna activate my grapple expert to increase my grapple to a 3+.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I felt like I throw a loop in the astral rope as it travels down the length. I'm gonna try to tie this guy up in those trees. You're kidding me. You're kidding me. Wait, I have advantage, right? Because he's grappled. No, I don't get advantage on a grapple.
Correct.
I failed. I got 2 3s and a 2,
And you have no hero points?
and I have no hero points.
Well, you have one now.
I don't even think I have a story point.
Hold on. I have a hero point.
You do.
I wish. Oh, wait, you can do that?
He has wish points.
Osuma. Okay, Osuma, send me your full name. Because I'm going
Just
to...
Osama
like-
Yakudu is fine.
So Kethis is going to see that and yell, Osuma! As you get a wish point.
I'll use that to turn one of those 3s into a 4.
All right, that's 2 hits.
Hey!
And I will roll my constrictor bonus die.
I got you.
Yes.
And I got a 6. Finally.
About time.
Excellent. Constrictor is a bonus die when they were already grappled, right?
Yes.
All right, so that's 3 hits.
It's for combat. Mm-hmm. And he's pacified, so I have -1 risk.
Does that apply to you, though?
Does it? Probably not. I don't know. That's your decision.
That is an interesting question.
I would be
For
willing to
now.
activate it. Activate the fact that he's around trees, and that I could get it by wrapping him around the trees. He can't reach me, and so I have mechanical advantage.
Sure. I'm
With
not going to argue
rope.
with that. Go for it.
Yeah, cool.
And as you wrap him around the tree, it lets out a snarl, and it wrenches its body, and its large body kind of catches you off guard a bit. You are, of course, immovable, but you do feel some strain on your shoulder socket as it jerks violently. Take 3 physical stress.
Ooh. Ow.
Ventorum, you have 3 wolves still around you, snapping at you, trying
Yeah.
to get bites in through the swirling blades.
I am trying to deter them as best I can. Knock him back with wind, hitting them with my swords. And I got a 4.
Okay.
And then also did not get a bonus die for multi-attacker.
All right, so you have a 4, and you have your multi-defender.
So just a single 4.
Mhm.
Yes.
All right, take 3 physical stress as one jumps in to. It jumps up trying to go for your neck, and you turn at the last moment and bash it in the face with the pommel of your blade.
Sounds good.
Kethis.
I'm fine. Don't worry about me.
You would have advantage hitting this wolf.
That is true.
Easy to hit the grappled one.
Question: does sneak attack take an AP?
It does. Yeah. Well, sneak attack does.
Okay.
If you're attacking out of stealth, it's always at advantage.
Okay. In that case, I am going to turn and try and shoot the big doggo.
Okay.
And as soon as I can find channel. Oh wait, I get advantage as well. Okay, I got a 6.
Oh, that's good.
Woo!
You pretty easily peg the... This time you peg it in the leg. It has nowhere to dodge to. Not a moving target.
Holding it tight.
Yeah. I wasn't even aiming for the leg this time. But okay.
Osama, back to you.
Keep on at it.
Well, I'll go ahead and keep my hold on him as to keep him away from Ventorum, since he has enough to worry about.
I'm fine. Ow.
Yeah, ow is what I'm feeling. I just rolled again 2 3s and a 2. Oh, I'm switching these dice up. Okay, I get a hero point.
No,
I'm going to...
hold on.
What? Do you have another wish point?
Yes.
You're going to use them all on me? Up to you.
I can't this time. You have a good point. Unfortunately, I'm just blowing through everything right now, and I have to save something because, no offense, you don't look like you're gonna die right this second.
We don't know about that, but I'm going to activate my grapple recovery.
Okay.
And I'll take that hero point.
Alright, taking the hero point. Okay, so take 4 physical stress.
Oh.
As...
Wait. 4 okay, I can do that. Never mind, I'm sorry. I can do that.
So yeah, take 4 physical stress as the dog managed to untangle himself from the tree and the rope, and while still tangled up, dashes at you and leaps into you with the big bitey.
Even with
Ow.
the arrow in his leg. Dang.
Tackles are raised. Its thick fur seems to be kind of serving as a sort of armor. I don't mean that in a literal sense. I'm careful. Careful with what I say.
You had us in the first half.
Ventorum.
Alright. I'll continue doing my thing, fending off these 3. Alright. Double 6s and a 4. So that would actually be 4 hits, because first round, I forgot I have Memento.
That would actually be 5 hits.
Oh, wait, sorry. 5 hits. 5 hits.
5 hits?
And also
Oh
multi-attacker. Oh wait, it's only 2 dice now.
So we have our DPS here.
Yeah. Here's the bonus dice.
Nothing from those. So yeah, just 5 hits.
You can't even say just 5.
Just 5 hits, yeah. Just 5 hits.
Yeah. Yeah, it's 5.
Yeah, you do some crazy stuff. You're spinning around. You slash at one of them in the arm, and as another one jumps at you from the other side, you kick it. You just kick it in the face away, and slash your blade and shoot a what's it called? Like a slash of wind. One of your wind blades.
Oh, wind slash.
Yeah, at the third one, and you are fending them off, and you give two of them some fairly grievous wounds where they also retreat off into the forest, just kind of snarling at you from a distance. The last one is still...
Oh, so there's only one left.
Yeah, and it's glaring you down, snarling. It sees that its pack leader is still fighting, and it doesn't intend to back down like its sissy companions. Nociel. Or Kethis.
I'm going to turn and shoot this Mulwolf to free Aaron or Ventorum from his distractions. So I'm going to try and shoot the last Mulwolf. No advantage, right?
Nope. It's not grappled or anything.
I'm not gonna use the hero point. It was a 3.
Alright, that's fine. You gain a hero point. And it's back to the duel of Osama, where this dog is like... It's, it can't reach your face or anything, but it can reach a different part of you that you are trying to keep it away from.
Hey, I imagine it like it bit my loincloth, and I just reached down. I don't mess around. I reach down and I grab it by the back of the neck, and and the Star Talon starts to wrap around it. Here we go. Double 6! And a 1 that I'm going to reroll. 2 6s and a 5.
We take
nice. Yes.
You reach down, grab it by its scruff, and just lift it up, and you are in full control of the doggy.
No contest.
No. Bad dog.
No contest.
Yes, Osama, you have defeated the dog. What would you like to do with it as you're just holding it like 10 feet off the ground? It's kicking out, but its little legs aren't long enough to reach you.
First I stare it down. I stare it down until it submits.
Jesus.
Just so it can look into my, my deep sunken Endu eyes. And I will then throw it back to its pack.
As you hurl it back into
yeah.
As you hurl it back into the woods, the dog that was fighting Ventorum witnesses this. It hears its like whimpering cry, looks back at Ventorum, looks up at you as you turn around, and it turns around and flees, as do all of the other ones. Good job. And you hear a little bit of a clapping.
Clapping?
A clapping sound. Turning toward the noise.
I turn. Yeah.
You look up into the trees and see a figure sitting there, looking down at you, long of limb and large of size, with a chain dangling down past the tree branch that it sits upon. and you see a Jotun looking at you.
Is it? Is this the Yoan I made a deal with before?
You know, let me see. Let me roll your, what is it, focus?
Yeah.
Yeah, is this Erikidu?
And that's a 2?
Irakadu?
Yeah.
Ooh, you recognize him instantly. It is absolutely Erikidu, the one who you have worked with before.
Alright. Yeah, I won't forget him. Oh. It's you again.
I thought I told you before, it's dangerous in these woods. It seemed for a moment that you were in a spot of trouble. Fortunately,
Really?
you
That's
seem
just a simple workout.
you seem to have it under control before I was able to assist. Next,
Don't you remember? I'm more capable than I look.
the shadowy
Thank you,
figure.
stranger, for offering assistance.
Do I recognize this person?
You were there, I believe.
Yeah, I brought you along. So I was alone when I first made the deal, but when I actually met up with him, I brought both of you along.
Right.
Hi.
I remember.
The shadowy figure shrugs and says, "Next time it may not be a cowardly pack of dogs. It may be best for you to heed my warnings and stay out of these woods at night. For now, I will bid you adieu."
Oh, wait, hold on. Before you go, have you seen any white feathered or brown feathered creatures flying through here at night recently? Maybe one with a few singed feathers?
It stops with its back turned, pauses for a moment, and says, "No," before leaping away.
Can I make an I don't know how familiar I am necessarily with. I am a little familiar. I do, with just from knowing about like my encounter with Kaderi. I know that, and the general Fionn really can't be trusted.
Well, that's just
Or at least they
basic.
haven't earned trust around here. I have a gut feeling that he knows more. I'd like to roll insight.
Alright, I will do so.
Yeah, I have 2.
You feel that way. Perhaps he knows more.
I realize it's not very helpful to think that he knows more, because it could be wrong and he doesn't know more. Anyway, what do you think, Ventorum?
So, I don't trust person just in general, but every interaction I've had with him, he's never outright lied. It's more of he would do his best to give away as little as possible without actually giving me any answers. Hearing a straight answer like that, I don't think he's lying.
I will
I'll trust your experience.
I will add that you feel specifically that the way he, like that hesitation and the way he said it, it kind of felt like he might have been having to think about something before answering.
Yeah, that was my feeling.
Hey, Osama, can I get a lift down to the ground so I can retrieve my arrows?
You could climb down a tree.
I'm lazy. Okay, I'm just gonna climb down the tree. I'm gonna climb down the tree, and I'm going to attempt to salvage the arrows I missed, or the arrow I missed.
Should
Okay.
we follow him? I don't know if we could follow him. We would. It'd be hard to follow him.
Mm-hmm.
But we're still on the trail. We still have. I'm feeling tired. Like Osma does. I don't think he needs to sleep, but he feels like he needs to rest after that wolf. Unless we happen to have a pick me up, but he's he's like rolling his shoulder, kind of just after that fight. He's just kind of like holding his wrists from gripping onto Star Talon, and his shoulder did a little bit more effort than he thought it would.
Okay. So,
If we go back, I can make you a potion.
Actually,
It is a difficult decision.
so it seems you're debating whether to abandon your current path or not once again.
I mean, we probably should keep going. But Kethis, you don't have anything on you. All right. Well, Osama's still ready to go, but he's not looking so.
The magic cookies wouldn't
help me
help
now.
with healing, would they? Yeah. Actually, can I try and use my herblore to find helpful herbs in the area?
You can do that during your upkeep action.
Okay.
That takes too long to just kind of do at a moment's notice. Let's
Fair
see.
enough.
You do have I think you have a healing potion, don't you? Or like access to them?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, you have healing potions.
I have the ability to make them. I didn't think I had healing potions immediately.
Oh no, I was just saying you could make one. The magic cookies wouldn't help, but the healing, or like pie or whatever you feel like making. You don't make
Right.
potions. You'd make them a pie or something. A delicious pie.
Yeah,
Interesting. I actually have an idea for that,
Yeah.
by the way.
that's not too small.
You would need an oven.
It could be a no-bake pie. But yeah, unfortunately, I don't have anything on me for that. But as soon as we get to a place I can make something, oh boy.
Okay. Well, you've already come this far. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I will point out you've already come this far.
Yeah, we should keep going.
All right.
Should probably keep going.
Following the trail that you had been following before, utilizing the compass to continue going in a straight path, you eventually come across a clearing, actually. And in the middle of this clearing is a stump with some playing cards on it.
Ooh.
It looks as though two people were playing some sort of card game. It has been barely disrupted by the wind, being safe in these woods, guarded by the trees. You also see a backpack.
Oh. Should see what's in the backpack.
Wait. Before you go forward, they just left their playing cards out in the backpack in the middle of a clearing. I want to look around. Is there anyone around hiding in the trees?
I was thinking as well.
This just looks like an ambush to me.
What is your... That's a sense. Okay, so I'm going to roll sense for you guys.
Alright, it's a 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got a 2 as well.
You don't detect any ambush. You wait there for several moments, you listen, you look around and kind of patrol the perimeter a bit, but it doesn't seem like anyone's around.
Alright, here, Osama, stay back, since you're good at a distance.
Sure. And I will use... I'm going to use my toad circlet to camouflage into the forest.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I will go investigate the scene on my own.
Okay. If
I'm going to stay back with my bow drawn, with my bow out, and an arrow ready just in case anything happens.
All right. Give me a sleuth check, Ventorum.
All right. Okay. Sorry, guys. It's dark.
Maybe I should have gone.
Yeah, it's dark. I got a 1.
You may get a hero point, and also,
Oh, okay.
upon searching the area, you don't find anything else. Just the 2 cards. And you're right, it's dark. Or 2 cards, the 2 hands of cards, and the backpack.
Yeah. I do still want to check the backpack.
All right. So you're opening the backpack.
Is it safe for me to head over there? Oh, sorry.
I mean, you could go, Kethis. Wanted to. But you can also hang back here with me.
I'll wait with you.
Oh, I'll just share it to you when I feel like it's safe.
All right. You...
And Ember, I intend to be stealth.
Okay. You open the backpack, and inside you find some rations. Apples and just a loaf of bread that seems like it might be like a day old or something. Just food, cheeses, maybe like a skin of water.
Okay.
See, this is where not having my notes is a little bit difficult. But
Don't worry, you're a creative person. I believe in you.
this is important, I suppose, and you would find this. You do find feathers of two colors, the two colors that you've been seeking.
White and brown.
White and brown. One of them, or a few of them maybe, of the white ones even have some singe marks on them.
Let's see. Well, I will gesture for the others, but I haven't been attacked yet, so
I'm going to, immediately upon hearing that, I'm going to scurry on over.
I'm not. I'm going to stay where I am for a moment. I can see well enough. I have no light vision, so I can see what's going on in the clearing.
That's fair.
I'll let Kethis go if Aphid wants to go too. I might circle the clearing a bit.
Actually, you've even got in that backpack. You also, or not attached to the backpack, you also find a bedroll and some blankets and stuff. It looks like basic traveler supplies for a journey of maybe a couple days.
Mm-hmm.
Where?
When I get to where Ventorm is in the clearing, I'm going to say, do you find anything interesting?
I show them the feathers.
Okay. I would also like to sleuth around, see if there's anything I can find that he may have missed, such as something that fell, or a patch of grass where it looks like someone took off from in a hurry.
I will allow it.
Okay, cool. How does the 5 do?
1-5 does okay. You do see footprints just around the clearing.
That's good.
Okay. But just
yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I'm just thinking if there's any more detail that's necessary or not. I don't want to confuse you guys by saying like pointless things.
Right. I was hoping to see if I could tell which way they went.
You feel like So looking around the clearing, you do see that they seem to have gone in different directions. The side that was like coming from the area that had more white feathers, the more white feathers has footsteps leading off into the woods in like the westerly direction. And the white or the brown feathered ones seem to they just end as though they stopped walking.
And flew, probably.
Oh, I'm going to say what I found loud, so that way Venturum and Ozuma, so that way the party can hear.
Mm-hmm. So they split up and flew away.
The brown-feathered one flew away. The white one may have walked into the woods.
Okay.
Wait, west. We approach from the east, so
You approach
towards
from the
us.
west.
Oh.
And I said west,
Okay.
but actually it would make more sense that that they'd be going southwest, in the direction that the school would be.
Mm-hmm.
So they left their things. They went back to the school.
One of them did, at least.
They might be trying to break into another dorm.
Maybe we can find someone who has singed feathers. If we just look for someone with singed feathers, that's a good sign.
Or we could stick out here.
That's
We
what I
could.
was thinking. Like, it definitely looks like they intended to come back very soon.
It does.
If we leave everything as we found it, then and we hide ourselves, then they'll most certainly come back, and we can get the jump on them.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll camp
Yeah.
with no fire in the cold
I have
in
my
a
warm
dangerous
clothes.
forest. I
And-
have two, but all right.
I mean, we'll have someone keeping watch the whole time. Because, well, for watch out for dangerous things and to make sure they don't come back while we're asleep.
Yeah, and I guess I can do that. I don't think I need to necessarily sleep, and I can see perfectly fine in the dark.
I mean, we would all do it. Like, we take shifts.
Okay.
I'm not going to make you stay up all night, Osuna. You're allowed
But I like the
to sleep
night.
too. I do too. But you need your sleep. You're not nocturnal. At
Well,
least not currently.
Not yet.
Or not anymore. I don't. Well, then again. Yeah, I don't think you were ever nocturnal. Like, you've only been alive for a few months. To a year.
yeah. I kind of came back as like a manifestation of nocturnal.
Muppets has no idea what y'all are talking about.
It's okay.
Wait,
You might be very
wait.
confused that I'm only a few months old.
What?
I mean, you know he's not normal, at least. Like, you've seen his true form.
Yeah.
I have. But I thought that was just something that the Undu do.
No, it's not.
No.
Just him.
He said doo-doo.
I can
At this point, I'm pulling
Oh
out.
my god.
At this point, I'm going to pull out like a sliver of mint and just say, "I'm too confused."
It's fine. Main thing is. So, I said you weren't going to sleep all night, but you can take first watch. I'm tired.
Got
I'm
it.
going to consume a sliver of mint.
Mhm. Yeah. Wake me up when you get tired, and I'll take over.
Okay.
Okay, I'll wake you up when I get tired.
And
I'm
then
gonna just.
I
I'm
float
gonna
up.
just.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I'm gonna climb up into a tree that's like covered with leaf, like that has a branch that has a few branches with good cover, and I'm just gonna curl up on one of those branches.
You accidentally
Huh.
crawl up me because I look like a big tree forest undo.
I already know what you look like.
Well, no, right now I'm using transformation magic. I look different right now. I'm
Wait.
camouflaged into the forest.
I figured I would know where you were based on you two talking.
Yeah, you probably
Yeah,
did.
Before I go to sleep after hearing your comments, wake you up when I get tired. I float up, look you in the eye. Don't stay up all night.
Okay. I'll take the first watch.
Okay.
I guess that's ultimately what we got down to
Yes.
yeah.
as we stake out this clearing.
Mhm. I will go to sleep. Actually, did I bring my stuff with me? You know what? I still want their sleeping roll. Like their sleeping bag. Bedroll.
What part of leave everything as we found it?
It's fine. It was tucked in. By the time they notice, we'll get the jump on them.
That's actually a good point. You guys didn't bring your gear, did you?
Mhm.
I mean, I
Yeah.
have my Snuggie and Heating Stone.
I have a bunch of
But
fur. I don't care about cold.
I would have my warm clothing on. Like I probably wear that all the time anyway, if it's cold. But yeah, I commandeer one of the bedrolls that was just sitting there.
Okay, yeah. It is going to be cold. That will cause some issues for people that don't have fancy coats. And all right, yeah. So you know,
Pretty much aphid.
you sleep throughout the night. No, Aphid has a coat. Kethis is the only one without a coat. And
Oh, my fur wouldn't help against that, would it?
not against this level of cold.
He can like bundle up with me in my Snuggie.
You know what? I'll allow that because you're so large and
Take
because
some
you
mint.
have the
I'll be fine. Everything's fine.
because you have the heating stone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you are big enough to be like a tent for him. So sure. That will actually
There you go. I got you.
Okay, thank you.
that'll work.
Yeah, you're welcome.
That will work.
You can just sleep on my shoulder, you know.
So as you guys like sleep throughout the night, I'm actually going to give you a rest. Or an upkeep, I guess.
Yeah.
And there has been a change to how healing works, along with how stress is taken, with the removal of the health bars. You now will heal if you take an R&R action. You don't get free healing anymore, but you can use your action for R&R if you want. And all of your
I will do that.
all of your conditional, like temporary stress, is healed.
Sweet.
Okay.
So I'm gonna
Probably heal. Oh, go on.
I'm gonna look at your guys' sheets just to make sure that you make sure you uncheck
Oh.
everything properly.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So I uncheck that, and then I can heal 1 point of universal stress.
1 point of universal stress, and all of your top bars are unchecked.
Oh,
And
cool.
and you regain all your
And how much
Really?
AP do we get back?
all of it.
All
Cool.
right.
You do regain all
But
your...
lose overflow.
Yes, it resets. You reset
Right.
your AP completely.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Okay.
So you guys all get one action. So when you said, Sean, when you asked if you heal the universal, that's if you take the action. Yeah.
I'm taking the action.
Well,
I'm taking the R&R. Definitely.
Yeah.
actually,
At this, maybe you want to make something during your rest.
I'm actually gonna take that back and say that you can heal one universal for free without taking an action. I think that's fair.
Oh, I'll study.
Oh, okay.
Take out some books and study a
You brought
bit.
your books with you on the hunt.
I don't have the ingredients to make a potion or make anything right now, but I would like to go. I would like to try and gather some herbs.
Yes. Go ahead. You can do so.
I mean, yeah.
How
I have
does
a question.
Session
have
do?
one book that I have on me.
Oh, go for it.
Cathis, let's see, what is your herb lore? Is it 2?
So, Ember.
Yes.
Oh, shoot. So I accidentally rolled 3. My bad.
No, you don't roll.
Do we want to nix the... Oh,
You just have
okay.
2. You have 2 things. 2 points to get. Looking at the gathering sheet, right? There's the gathering sheet. You can get 2 tier 1s or 1 tier 2. Random. Or you can get 1 tier 1 for free. Or one tier 1 of whatever you choose. Sean, what was your question? Alright, never mind.
My question was with the R&R action, and never mind. What?
You just took a long time to answer.
Yeah, I was asking about the arsal stress for free. But taking the R&R action, you heal all your conditional, and you heal 1 point of universal.
You heal all your conditional just for taking a rest.
Maybe I'm a little confused.
You heal all of your conditional stresses and gain 1 and heal 1 universal stress. And then you have an action. And you reset all of your AP.
Oh. Just for taking a rest, you get all that. Then I get an action. Okay. So I have an additional action.
You have 1 action, yes.
Okay. I will also study. Well, I guess I'm. Yeah, I will also study runes. I'll just go over the 2 that I know.
Okay. Aaron,
If you allow that.
Actually, you were there when we made a. You were there when we made a adjustment to the study checks. We're increasing the default amount that you have to get, the default amount of hits that you get to 6, but you have a minimum of 1. You always get at least 1. So if you roll above a 1, you get extra. But
Okay. Okay.
I know my studying is super weird, so I'm just going to try and find sweet cups.
Alright. So I get a minimum of 1 point for studying, but then I get an extra 1 for each success. Do I remember what you said?
It's 1 for each hit, with a minimum of 1.
Okay.
So 0 counts. As
Okay.
But if you
Got
get
it.
1 hit, then it's also just 1.
Alright. And
And I don't think our advancement counts towards studying.
I didn't think that changed.
You don't think you're advanced? Oh, yes. Yes, advancements do not count toward that.
So I got a 5 and a 4, so I'm just going to mark down that I got 2 more successes.
Alright. I got a 5.
Alright, so it's 1.
This one's gonna go towards my spirit lore.
Spirit lore, yes. Alright, so there's that. You both
Yeah,
study.
my minor.
You're a minor. Yeah. You do that.
I imagine Aphid and I are studying together.
Yep, and Kethis gets 1 sweet cup. Perfect. You guys are good to go with your rest, and so yeah, you get the rest from staying there. However, in the morning, you do not actually, no one shows up. You don't run into anyone.
Damn.
I'm sorry, y'all.
That was a cold.
I'm gonna apologize. Like I said, if you didn't say it, I was gonna say it.
At least the stars were nice. Wait, I don't know if I can see the stars. There's a huge tree over us in there. Yeah, okay. Well,
And you might be getting late to class. I don't know. You are.
Osama doesn't know what to do.
Well, let's review the things that we.
This is a school night? We did all this on a school night? Are we stupid?
Let's review the things that we know.
Oh god.
I can read the text. So we know that only Aphid had the key to his room. The things went missing the previous night. There was an elf with brown feathers that seems to have been the one in his room, and he came in through the window. He seems to have targeted Aphid directly, and he sold his gems. He sold the gems that he stole earlier that day. There was a flaming circle. Basically, it seemed like there were 2 people. One went in a different direction, and the other went in, directly toward this. And it seems like they both ended up at this camp, and then once again, seemed to have split up.
They met.
The gargoyles who were watching over things did not seem to see anything.
Oh.
And you also found that there was. You found supplies enough for 1 person to travel for a couple days. traveling supplies for one person at this little camp, which seems to have been abandoned. And judging by the food in the bag, it seems like it's been there for about a day.
They still have their cards on the table. So they must have left in a hurry.
Let's see. What else do you see? Now that it's daylight, looking around the camp, you can also see, you see a tree that has, a rusty axe stuck into it with a lot of, like marks on the tree, as though this axe is regularly thrown into the tree. You see... You can notice that the ground is very walked. Like it's packed down. It seems like this is a regular kind of campsite or something. Yeah, you see signs of other recreational activities.
Okay.
Can I sleuth to see if I can find more feathers?
Absolutely, go ahead and roll.
Alright. I'm not going to use my investigator this time.
I'm so lost. Osama has no clue.
I see trees. I got a 3 and a 2.
1, 3, 1, 2. Osama might notice.
Yes?
You might notice.
I might notice.
Yeah, you notice some. You notice some feathers in the southerly direction, just directly toward the what's it called? The school. And by notice, I mean you notice them in the treetops, like resting on the needles.
That makes sense. I believe we should go this way.
I agree with that.
Wait. Do we have classes today?
If we do, we should definitely go this way, back towards the school.
Oh, okay. Well, and the food. It's a day old, so there's no mold or anything on it, right?
No, it's safe to eat. It looks like it's a day or two old, right? It's not fresh, but it's not bad.
Sounds good. Breakfast.
It's the kind of thing that you might expect.
You want some?
Like it kind of looks like someone is packing for a journey.
Yeah.
I'll take a piece of apple.
Yeah. I'll share with Gethys.
Yay!
A large rumble comes from the Endu's stomach.
I mean, I tossed something up. I mean, it's not much,
bread.
but yeah.
It's okay. We have slow metabolisms. I'll just move extra sluggish. But, yeah. They flew back towards the school. Perhaps we will find them there. Now that we know we're looking for someone with white feathers with some signs of singeing. I'm sure burnt feather has a smell to it.
Well, burnt anything has smell to it.
It does, and I guarantee we've smelled it before. We're at a magic school full of people with wings. Odds are we've witnessed a few burnt feathers.
I don't fly. I just live on the bottom story and cook.
All right, well, I think we are heading out from here.
Okay.
And Osama is just going to start walking, hoping that everyone follows.
I'm going to scurry after him, saying, "Wait for me!"
So you return to the
sorry,
school,
go on.
and you return to the school. Do you have any plans once you get there?
Plans when we get there?
Hmm.
I guess I'd be looking for, any time that someone with white feathers and brown feathers is talking with each other. I'd be looking for someone who has burnt feathers. Maybe even we should ask around. If anyone noticed that someone had burnt white feathers.
Yeah. Maybe start asking the faculty.
I would like to return to my room to make sure it wasn't broken into, and then afterwards I'm going to head to the kitchen with my healing ingredients. And if I happen to see what was his name? The NPC that I was chatting with
Demilio?
in the cafeteria. If I see, huh?
Demilio? Oh, am I?
Emilio.
I am a little
Yeah.
quiet, aren't I? Whoopsie. I turned
You're
myself
slightly-
down. I turned myself
okay,
down
there
because
you
it
are.
seemed like my mic was picking up when Sean was talking. Which is weird. So I figured my mic must just be,
Weird.
too high. But, okay. Back to sounding louder.
Yeah. If I see him, I'm going to say hello and ask if he's seen anyone with singed white feathers.
No. Haven't seen anyone with, anything like that. But, what are you looking for? Why do you keep asking all these questions?
Someone broke into a friend's dorm room and stole a lot of money, essentially. And I'm trying to help him find whoever did it. That being said, I did love the hat. It's adorable. It fits perfectly.
Yes, that's right. You have an adorable little inspector hat. What's it called? The deer hunter?
Deer stalker.
Deer stalker. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You said someone had a. Yeah, if I may state that perhaps it's time to involve an NPC or something in this.
I was just about to think that who gets around Thorg. We should get Thorg and ask if he's seen anyone while he's been flying around making deliveries and helping little old ladies.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was part of my hope with asking the NPC I made friends with.
Okay.
Seeing if they do anything.
Well, I'm not
Okay.
I'm not a great investigator or anything, but I've read a mystery novel or two, and I mean, as Murloc Domes would say. Maybe you should return to the scene of the crime. Perhaps some additional evidence popped up. I don't know.
Oh, that's a good idea. We also we also found what may have been a former base of theirs, but we couldn't find any leads there. But that's a good idea. Thank you. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to bother you or disrupt your daily routine. Hey, what are you up to right now?
Meanwhile, maybe we.
Oh, I was going to ask if he could join us in the search.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Don't worry.
I was just gonna catch up on the latest, adventures of Clancy Flew, Nancy Drew. But you know what? We could maybe I should try my own hand at investigating. Dun dun dun.
Hey, it never hurts to have more people working on it, and I'd love to have you along.
Okay, well let's go then.
We're gonna go back to Aphid's room and examine.
With your new set of eyes, he points to the ground,
Yeah.
and you notice underneath the bed is like a shattered vase. What's that?
Underneath the.
What did I miss?
Kethis, didn't you look underneath the bed?
Yeah. How did I miss that?
It's a big bed.
Oh, I guess I am a small guy.
A shattered vase underneath the bed. Is there anything in the remains of the shattered ceramic? Where was this? Where was this vase?
Aphid would tell you that it was. He looks at it and is like, "Oh yes, I forgot I had that trinket. It was, just some. It's only worth a few $100. It's no big deal, but it had been up on that shelf over there near the window."
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is Nolan actually back? Oh no. Okay. Well, wait.
Yeah.
The mute symbol.
Nolan's been unmuted for some time.
He's going on and off, but we can't hear him. Oh, and he's gone. And
he's back.
I've been talking this entire time.
Oh no!
Oh!
I think my phone's microphone bugged out or something.
Oh.
Oh no! How long have you been talking?
Oh well, I've been talking on and off, and I've been trying to multitask. I'm in the process of moving today. Tomorrow is like our final push.
Oh.
Yeah, I had to story a couple times, but there was a couple times I think during when you guys were fighting the wolves, I was like, oh, Aphid run because I had to do something else, and I was like, oh, Aphid hides in the bushes or something like that.
Don't worry, we protected you.
Like makes like a shocking gasp, like oh no. Honestly, I don't know how long, but my microphone's been bugged out, I guess, and you guys probably, I don't know.
Yeah,
I just realized it now.
Yeah, we haven't heard anything from you.
I just noticed that your mic was unmuted for a second, and I was like, "Oh, wait a second, that's different."
Yeah. So I guess what I was just saying now is that does Aphid recognize any patterns on this vase as his? Is this a vase or a vase
Yes.
that Aphid owns?
Yeah, it's just some random vase. Just
Oh.
something you threw in your pack.
Just one of my many.
Yeah.
Oh, I believe this is
Yeah, who doesn't travel base?
Yeah.
Guess it has to feel like home, you know? Can't feel like home without a vase.
He wouldn't really put this under his bed, though, right? Like this is out of place.
Yeah. Yeah, Ember
Oh,
told us that it shattered. It was on the window sill, or it was on the shelf by the window. Oh, I don't know what this means. We already knew that the culprit came through the window. They broke the vase and then they hid the vase.
D'Amelio, the NPC, the elf, turns to Aphid and says, "If they came in and broke this vase, why didn't you hear it?"
It's a good question. I've learned to sleep quite lightly. I don't know. Was there perhaps they did something to put me into a deeper sleep, drug my tea, or I wouldn't.
Wait, this happened while you were sleeping?
Well, isn't that how that happened? Was like they must have broken in while I was sleeping and stole it from me?
Oh, I thought maybe it was while you were out.
I was just thinking that I would like to reinvestigate the room to make sure that nothing else has changed since we were here yesterday. Like, nothing is significantly moved.
Alright, go ahead and make a...
Actually, could I make a suggestion to look at the bed and stuff around it for, I don't know, some sort of sleeping runes or anything? Weird symbols?
You may investigate with advantage.
Ooh. So if I use my investigator skill, would that be 4 dice?
Yes. It would be 4 dice and drop the lowest.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
I'm doing that. Six, 6, 4.
Oh.
You, upon mogieing in there, you just get real in there. You bring your magnifying glass up. You're going around. You're
your
sniffing
soccer
it.
hat.
You're sniffing it, and you sneeze a little bit as you sniff it, and you zero in on the fact that the area around the pillow has some kind of dust on it. Kind of strange dust.
Oh.
If I pass out, someone carry me back to my dorm. And I'm going to sniff the dust.
You...
I guess you
make a might save.
You learn by doing, don't you?
Or make a might check.
A might save?
Might check, yeah.
Please hold. Pair of 3s equals 6?
You pass out. He sniffs it, kind of like does like a little bit of a sniffle, and then he shakes his head around and like he drowsily slumps over.
Perhaps Theatrix. Theotrix. She deals with potions and stuff too, and alchemical agents. Maybe she'll know something about this powder.
That's a good idea. Let's
Yeah, we should ask
them up
Beatrix.
in a little pile. Or like a little file.
Yes, be careful handling that Ventorum. Maybe wrap something around your face so you don't breathe it in.
She's the staring one, Beatrix.
No, she's the scary one's roommate. She's the nice one.
Yeah. Beatrix is nice.
She's also right across the hall. Don't worry, Kethis, you won't be asleep for very long. But yeah, they. So going across the hall, then I take it.
I reap what I sow.
Yeah, I'll knock on the door.
The wall. You hear a very muffled like.
Yeah.
And the wall opens up, and Theatrix is there, and she looks at you, smiling, and says,
Hey.
"To what do I owe the pleasure?" Oh.
We need your help.
Don't you always? What is it this time?
Yeah. So, this guy, I say pointing to his stuff was stolen. Turns out he might have been drugged.
Oh.
We're wondering if you
I didn't
could
do it.
help us figure out what the substance was. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we know. I trust you. Wondering if you could help us figure out what the substance was. There's some residue on his pillow still.
Residue. Well, I mean, normally you would use some bark of a night elm. But yeah, I'll come take a look.
It was a
Oh, awesome.
powdery substance.
Mm-hmm.
She.
Also, I'm sure she sees me like passed out.
Oh yeah. She looks down at
I'm
you.
carrying you in my hand.
She looks back up and says, well, no one can say he doesn't get into his duties.
Mm-hmm.
Some would say that if...
yeah. I'm gonna take...
Some would say that if an alchemist isn't being afflicted by their own concoctions, they're doing something wrong.
I'm gonna try and shake Kethis awake.
You are able
I'll be
to...
sure to remember to tell him about night elms.
You are able to wake him up with some light, well, some medium jostling.
5 more minutes. As I just try and snooze Mentor.
Oh, okay. I just drop him.
Hey! Oh, wait, what happened?
Night elms make sleeping agents. You might want to remember that, Kethis.
How have I heard that before?
Probably in class.
Is this powder indeed night elm, Theatrix?
As you go into Aphid's room and inspect the pillow area, she leans down, she looks at it, and she says, "No, this isn't how... Normally you would steep it in a brew or something, but I think this might be a concentrated form of the pollen."
pollen.
That would make sense.
I don't think that this would be
I
capable
think if there
of... I don't believe this would be capable of putting someone to sleep under normal circumstances, she says, looking down at Kethis. But if someone was already sleeping, I do believe it would induce like a deeper drowsiness.
Do night elms grow around here?
Oh yeah, out in the forest. All over the place.
Ah, okay then. Readily available in the forest. That does line up with everything. But how did
Now,
it get there?
Is there a place on campus where you can get alchemical ingredients?
The potions lab.
Asked
Yeah.
Beatrix.
Potions lab. Yeah, where else would you find concentrated night elm pollen?
By
You just
collecting
get
it from the various trees down in the forest.
But to get it concentrated like that would require some amount of skill.
He's right. Whoever did this knows what they're doing, at least to some basic level.
Look,
I wouldn't have come up with it myself, but I'm confident I'd be able to replicate the results. I'd say any potions student would probably be able to do this. Well, not including the newer enrollments. You'll get there.
I was
Beatrix.
just about to ask if you could teach me. Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine. Do you happen to have... Well, I guess this happened too recently. Never mind. I was just wondering if maybe you has seen anyone with burnt or singed feathers, white feathers. But it was the one with brown feathers that came in here, and they weren't by the fire.
Brown feathers, huh? Do you know anything else about them?
We do. We know that they are... What was it? Pale and freckled. They had some freckles.
Freckles.
Brown hair. Osama would remember the description that was given.
Kind of nerdy
the
looking?
description was given. Yeah, nerdy looking. With brown feathers. Probably in the potions class.
That sounds
Now,
like Frederick.
that we
Him,
determined that.
and
Frederick. Oh. I guess we have someone to go talk to.
Well, not quite. I'm pretty
Oh?
sure he was supposed to be leaving town this weekend.
Oh.
Oh.
Supposed to be leaving town.
This may be a strange question. Did he or does he often hang out with someone with white feathers, possibly singed?
No, he was always more of a loner. Kept to himself. Spent a lot of time out in the woods.
Out in the woods?
I assume he was gathering ingredients for his potions. He was very skilled. He's a newer student. Second year. But he was as good as the rest of us.
Let me see. So where is it? Do you know where Frederick was supposed to be going?
He said he was going back to visit his family, I think. Where is he from, though?
Perhaps we should stop by Frederick's room.
You could.
Actually, before we do that, though, I wanted to get a little more evidence. Maybe check the potions lab. Like, there's probably someone who works there on a regular basis. Ask if anyone's been there working with Night Elm pollen.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Good idea.
Yeah, I should also probably check into my homeroom. I've been spending too many days in the kitchen instead.
It's the weekend. There's no classes today.
Look, sometimes
Muggies
professors
don't
there
know.
on the weekend.
Oh boy, this is annoying.
Oh gosh, this mystery. Frederick. I have a feeling there's a chance that maybe he didn't actually go away for the weekend. A good alibi.
Okay. Okay. Cool. I'm going to. I want to call for like a very brief intermission, if that's okay. Like 5 minutes.
It's
Nope,
been
don't
pretty
say
fun.
anything. It's the DM. We can't let him know that we're having a good time.
Are you trash talking behind my back, huh?
No.
Wombo combo, happy feet. That ain't Falco.
What?
Well,
Have you never seen that video?
No.
all right. So I believe we're back on. Everyone, yeah, they can hear you. Perfect. And where were we? Yes, you said you wanted to go to the lab. Theatrix will she's gonna try and accompany you.
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
The more the merrier.
So is welcome to join us.
Oh, Theatrix, this is also my new friend Demilio.
I see. Charmed. Surely. He waves. But it seems we have possibly some urgency to get along with.
Mm-hmm.
That is correct.
All right, so let's try and keep up. And she starts briskly walking down the hall toward the potions lab. As you near it, you hear an explosion, a small explosion followed by some cursing.
That's about right.
Fenrir's Claw.
Sounds par for the course.
And as you open, she opens the door, ducks back a little bit as a blast of soot flies out of it, and then announces the arrival of this group. You see a frazzled Professor Modius, tinkering with some chemicals. His fur blackened and kind of blasted backwards. He's got kind of a... What's the guy's name? Whatever. It's got to look like that doctor from Back to the Future. Doc Brown. He's got kind of a Doc Brown look to him.
Doc Brown, yeah. A Mogi Doc Brown.
Oh no, what happened in here?
He starts rattling off like a list of terms you don't understand. He's just like, the Corbulon isn't mixing properly with the flip-floppily-doop. Or at least so it sounds to you.
I see.
What are you doing here? The one day that you're supposed to be in, or the one day that you're not supposed to be in class, you finally show up.
Yeah, I know. I'm a bad student. I've just been having so much fun baking and finding herbs and prepping my potions so I can make stuff.
Well, if you're looking for after-school tutoring, I advise you to find one of the students. Theatrix, possibly. She's half capable.
Osama looks over at Theatrix. Does he realize you're here?
No, but if he did, he wouldn't be so nice, so... Don't say anything.
Wait, that's nice?
Actually,
I would say you're more than half decent.
Actually, we have a bit of a different issue. Do you remember a student by the name of Franklin?
Frederick?
Frederick.
Frederick.
Thank you. Frederick. Why was I thinking Franklin?
Oh, yes. Yes, of course I'm familiar with Frederick. You should be as well. Maybe if you showed up to class once in a while, you'd meet your fellow students.
Yeah. I really should show up more often.
What?
We have reason to believe that well, let me back up. Was he working with concentrated pollen of Night Elm?
How should I know what he does in his spare time? In class, we've been going over color-changing liquids, which you would know if you showed up.
Maybe a more productive question would be, is there any concentrated pollen of Night Elm missing from the lab? Your Honorable Mobius.
I wouldn't be keeping Night Elm pollen within the lab. It's so much less potent than the bark. However, now that you mention it, I actually do think Frederick was asking something about sleeping potions lately. What was it? He wanted to know if there was a way to make it airborne. And I recommended drying and grinding the bark, and it's a whole process, but the pollen would be a simpler, although less potent version.
And have you had any students asking about fireworks or flame explosive potions?
He looks at you, pours like one drop of something from a test tube into a vial, and it explodes. And he says, "Every day?"
Ah.
That was a pretty good one. But the smoke didn't turn green.
Anyone that associates themselves with Frederick?
Oh, I wouldn't know. I've never seen anyone associate themselves with him. He spends all of his time out in the woods. As a proper herbalist should be doing.
Well, we just came from the woods. Don't worry, Cathis has been really trying outside of class.
Ah, good. Looks like he's been trying to play dress-up.
I'll have you know that I've been spending a lot of my spare time trying to find more honey essence. See what I can do to make sure that the big guy doesn't fall. But again, I do need to spend more time in class, and I will admit that.
If you're quite finished, I have matters of explosive urgency to get back to.
Speaking of explosive urgency, you obviously keep explosive potions or materials in class. Have you noticed any of that missing?
Oh, I can't keep track of it one way or the other.
No system to keep track of these dangerous materials. Got it.
I'm sorry, one more question. The explosion the night before last, I'm not sure if you had a chance to review the site, but do you think that a potion may have caused that?
Oh, that pesky little rumor from the other day? No, a potion wouldn't. I mean, it could, but that didn't look like the work of a potion. Something like that would have...
Okay.
If there was a glass... If there was an explosive like that, it would have had to come from some sort of container, and I saw no fragments around. No, probably one of those silly fire mages.
Thank you, Professor.
But a fire mage that would catch themselves on fire?
I mean, they are students.
I guess so.
As you see the potions professor who is completely covered in soot.
That's fair. I look at Ventorum, who probably has wind-swept hair, very whoosh everywhere.
Oh yeah.
I also look at Venturum, who in class is known for knocking things over.
Yeah.
I'm not the only one.
Okay.
That's the point.
Okay.
I get it.
Well, who teaches elemental or fire magics, I guess? Oh, Summer!
Professor Summers. Yeah.
We should speak to Summer.
Not so. Professor Summers teaches the wind.
I thought she did both wind and fire.
She is skilled in both, but she does not teach both.
Oh.
You're a teacher. You know how much harder it would be to teach 2 whole units. I am looking for the note on... What is this?
I mean, throughout the year, I teach both physics and chemistry.
That is true. I'm sure she assists. I'm sure she does a little bit of both, but she is not the, what would you call, like, the seat?
The primary teacher.
Yes, the primary teacher.
Maybe that's not...
You've not actually met the primary teacher. All you know is that they are a sprite. Indeed.
Well, I guess we can go about finding... I mean, Mobius would know. Right? Teachers know each other. They get it, it's a big school.
But also Summers, yes. Summers, yes. I will concede that it makes sense that she probably does some... the teachers all work together. It's a pretty small crew. And, think of, like, Hero Academia kind of thing, right? How, like, they'll, like, work together and have, like, joint classes and stuff. Because there's, like, 10 teachers at that whole freaking school.
Totally.
But Yes, sorry, I do believe I've probably mentioned in the past that Summers does it. She's not the main, but I do believe you're correct. Her claim to fame is that she's pretty much mastered both.
Yeah, as demonstrated by the hairdryer magic.
Yes.
I mean, more than that. Okay, so we can either go ask Summers or just see if Mobius can direct us to where this sprite fire teacher is. And maybe we ask them about any students that might be kind of ones to look out for. White Feather, known for creating firework-like spells, and for getting caught on fire.
I mean, I don't have wings, I only have fur, but I would think you can only catch on fire so many times.
I don't know. Everyone in that class might have singed feathers.
The Modius overhears you talking about the sprite, and he says, "Oh, the sprite spends her. I don't know where she spends her weekends. Sometimes she's in the kitchen, though. Yeah, may as well check there as anywhere."
Oh, Tethys, you are familiar with the kitchens.
Yes. Ooh, maybe if we have time I can make a quick little tart.
Well, that's 2 reasons to go to the kitchen. And Osima's stomach growls again. Make that 3 reasons.
Canned laughter.
I could go for a can of laughter.
Just play the laugh track.
You know, I'm terrible.
So you're going to the kitchens, then?
Mm-hmm.
You do not find the professor there, who is, you know, you might not have realized she was a professor, Cathis, but you've seen her there on several occasions, mostly during the, busier times, doing some fire magic. Instead, you see an elf, a young female elf who is working the stoves. And you see her just going steady now, easy.
Can I get a description, including what color her wings are?
She has like a dark reddish brown wings and hair, smaller build, and just flour and stuff on her face. Hair dark brown, different color than those other wings. The feathers on the other ones were lighter brown.
Okay.
She seems to be the only fire mage present. There's also just a bustling of other elves and Mogi and just individuals going around cooking, throwing dough at each other, fencing with baguettes, all the things that you do in a kitchen.
Oh my gosh. I wonder if I could get a leg of yak.
Yeah, you might not want to see how the food's made.
How is the form? of the people fencing.
I don't think
Are
you've
you going
ever
to
seen
critique their sword movement?
he's not a fencer, so. But you've probably never seen a better baguette duelist in your life.
I see.
I'm going to run up to a couple of the students throwing dough at each other and say, "Excuse me, can I get a little bit of that dough? I want to make something."
How you choose. The ones throwing the dough, that's the one I want to talk to.
You catch some dough.
If they're going to be just throwing the dough, this is a better use. What?
You catch the dough.
Woo! Alright. I am going to attempt to make a tart with honey essence.
Yeah, I'll allow you, like, while they're doing whatever else they do, I will go ahead and give you a free baking action for this, since you happened to wind up in the kitchen anyway. Yep.
So
I think I'll go talk to that one fire mage.
Yes, same.
Yeah, we should talk to her and ask her if she knows of anyone in her class with white feathers and has a tendency to burn their own feathers or knows how to make a fireworks display.
She has strong eyebrows and a very determined look on her face while you're approaching her. What is your greeting, sir?
Hello there, young mage. Would it be okay if we took a moment of your time to ask you a question?
She, as you approach and say that, she glances over toward you for a second, then looks back, and, like a blast of fire comes out of her hands, and she, screams, "Blast it!"
Oh.
And she like dusts off her hands, turns towards you, looks very angrily up at you, and like stomps her foot and says, "You've caused me to burn the cookies. What is it, you big oaf? What do you need? Do you have any idea how much delicacy?
Apologies.
Do you have any idea how much delicacy and control it takes to make baked goods with the power of untamed fire?"
I do not. So I can tell by your determination that it is quite a fair amount. I apologize for ruining your concentration. We are in need of your help. There has been a wrong to assist us.
Oh?
Please accept my sincerest apologies.
And the cookie. And like while I'm making the tart, I'm going to hand her a magic cookie.
Oh, a magic cookie.
And I'm sure Kethis here would be willing to help you rebake, would be willing to help you recover or remake those cookies.
She holds the cookie in her hand.
Again.
She glances over toward Kethis, looks back, takes a bite, and says, "Okay, I'm listening."
Once she calms down, Ventorum will join them as well.
Who's this guy?
This is Ventorum.
Yeah. I'm with them. I'm helping the investigation as well.
You can absolutely begin a charm challenge.
All right. I'll go ahead. I might be a big oaf, but I'm a charming big oaf.
And that magic cookie gives you advantage on your first roll.
All right. Thank you, Kethis. Oh. I'm going to use my hero point to turn my 3 into a 4.
That's with the advantage?
That's with the advantage. I rolled 2 3s and a 1.
Okay.
I am a big oaf.
Yeah, I'm having some flashbacks to the Lunatora days here. I'm charming.
Don't remind me.
Okay, state your... well, I'm listening. State your case, Big Oaf. You have until I finish this cookie.
Okay. Oh gosh, Osama talks slow. He's not a fast talker. He says there was an incident involving a fire mage out in the field. That was used as a distraction for a robbery from Aphid, who I imagine is with us. And we want to know if there's anyone in her fire magic class that fits the description of having white feathers and likes to have a firework style of magic, and also maybe has a tendency of burning their own feathers.
And likely spends a lot of time in the woods.
Yeah.
Roll. Honestly, I am actually going to say charm at this point. This is a charm challenge.
Okay. I'm not using those other dice. I'm going to use these dice, and hopefully these dice will roll better. Come on. Wait, Aaron. You got to blow on the dice because you have the luck, right? You have the. Give me some of the luck. Okay. I know. Well, they're casino dice.
Luck.
Yeah, you're waving your hand. Okay, thank you. Okay, I got it. You little wind magic there. All right. 6 and 4. It worked.
All right. She looks at you, just with an interesting expression on her face, and says, "So you want my help, huh? What's in it for me?"
Are you supposed to help students? Isn't that your job?
No, she's another student, Ventorum. She's also a student here.
I thought it was the fire professor. Oh, never mind.
No, you could have great pride in knowing that you helped your fellow your fellow alums or your fellow classmates.
Also have a coupon for Weaselwood.
Also, Kethis can make you more cookies. Kethis, maybe, if that's okay. You like to make cookies, right?
Yeah, I definitely enjoy baking. And I say as I pop the tart in the oven. Actually, wait, do tarts go in the oven? Hold on.
I think so.
You gonna sit here and talk about baked goods, or are we gonna make a deal?
Coupon?
She looks at it.
Another magic cookie?
She looks at the coupon, snatches it out of your hand, puts it in her pocket, and looks at the cookie, takes it, and says, "What else you got?" I mean, yeah, I'm trying to save up to go to the good school over in Vanaheim after this. Yeah. And Sheila's like,
The good school.
she just like jangles. She like pats a bag on the side of her hip that makes some jingling sound. Got any charm in those in that wallet of yours?
I look to Ventorum. Oh, yeah, I actually have something that's valuable. I can give you what is most valuable to me. And he takes the trinket that he won during the winter festival.
No.
He says,
Oh, so I'll put that away.
"Oh,
You
okay." He'll
don't-
put it back
don't-
on his.
don't give that away. I'd take out a gold.
Ah. She looks at it, holds out her hand, and waits to receive the payment. Are you
Maybe
talking?
I'll go and
Is
just
Aaron talking and just
take it.
being silent?
I will hand the gold over.
Oh, he's on push to talk.
I am, yes.
Oh, okay. I was wondering. I saw you like laughing silently earlier. I was like, that's strange. She takes it, pockets it, smiles, and says, "All right, you've got Imogen on your case."
Mission?
Thank you, Imogen.
So you want something?
I should introduce. We should introduce ourselves as well. This is Ventorum, this is Kethis, and I am Osama Yakudu Hombada Rashido Kazikadu Najima Fushinat.
She waves her hand and says, "Yeah, we get it."
Oh, Mario Masudu Fudo Shiro Nekido.
Also, the tart's done,
Oh, excellent.
and I put the honey tart on top of the stove to cool.
So you want to know about some?
Would you
Okay, never mind. Guess you don't care.
Oh, we want to know. We want to know.
You want to know about some reckless kid who can't keep his fire out of his feathers, huh? Well, there's enough of them. White feathers, not the most uncommon thing, but I can't actually think of any students that fit that description. The only ones who have white feathers are actually pretty skilled. I wouldn't expect them to be burning themselves like that. Spending a lot of time in the woods.
Would they be?
Don't know. Why are you asking?
We believe it is in connection with a robbery.
Hmm.
Our friend, our new friend Aphid here, has just transferred to this school, and his room was broken into. We believe that if you've heard the rumors, there was a large explosion out in a field, and we believe that was used as a distraction.
Not a bad idea. She looks over at Aphid, winks, and then looks back to you. Well, do you know who the other one was?
We believe he's an alchemy student by the name of Frederick.
Frederick. Yeah, I know that kid. He hangs around the fire classes sometimes, just out on the edge. Not sure why.
Have you ever seen him talk to anyone in the class?
No, not really. Just kind of stands out on the side. I assume he has a good taste and some appreciation for the superior form of magic.
This Imogene,
Well, so you know, so you have evidence it was him. Hard evidence. I'm not going to go staking my reputation on anything that isn't proven.
Well, we're not asking you to stake your reputation on anything. We're just asking for information about possible fire students with white feathers.
Well,
you say the ones that have white feathers are skilled.
Yeah.
Skilled enough to make a large fireworks display?
It's not terribly difficult to make fireworks. And she just points her finger up and makes a little pop.
Well, about anyone who might have pull with the gargoyles?
Oh, those guys? I don't know. They don't seem to take any bribes I've ever offered them. As long as you don't, as long as you're not obvious that you're up to something, though, they won't really bother you. Just gotta be quiet about it,
No, I don't know.
I mean, it would make sense, really.
Let's see.
This Imogene just doesn't want to.
If you know it's Freddy, then why don't you just go, talk to him or talk to a teacher or something?
We don't know where Freddy is at the moment.
Why not? I'm sure she could tell you where his room is, she says, pointing at Theatrix.
Well, we did say we wanted to check the room.
We just wanted as much information as we can get before we went to that step.
Before we leave, can you make an insight check for me?
Okay.
I want to believe she's, telling us everything with the fire mages. Yeah.
Now that you have paid
but maybe
her,
that's not the case.
Now that you have paid her, she seems to be fully cooperative.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, yeah, I'd say check him out and. Heck, this is more interesting than what I was doing. I can come along. She dusts off her hands,
Okay, Imogen.
shoves the rest of the cookie in her mouth, and just says, "Let's go."
Have a little following with us now.
Yeah.
Also, before we leave, I am going to hand out pieces of tart, and I'm going to give Osama like a quarter of the tart, and then everyone else a small slice. And it is a honey tart with honey essence, so it will be healing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we
that's
can
not
give
how
out
that's not how items work.
portions.
Oh, okay. Okay, my bad.
So it gives that one would give 3. No, he could. I'd be okay with it. There's no reason not to.
Oh.
That would give. Well, what did you roll on it?
Oh, okay. Sorry, Okay, so can I use alchemy or should I use something else?
Yeah, use alchemy.
5 and a 4.
5 and a 4. So you got 2 hits plus 1 because you're advanced. And where's our little crafty thing? Crafting. And that is a tier 2.
Tier 3.
Oh, the honey essence is tier 3?
Mm-hmm.
That. Okay, you can't make that quickly. Well, we can. That'll actually take some more time to work with.
Okay, I didn't realize that.
Yeah,
My bad.
a span of 3 checks. But
Maybe
it'll also
you
be
started processing it.
or we'll
Yeah,
just
we
say
can
you.
say I started processing it.
Yeah, you used part of it. You're figuring it out. I was thinking it was a tier 2, but yeah, you'll be good later on. Yeah, so typically you don't like separate things, but there's no reason like if it heals 3 or whatever, I don't see much reason why you can't turn it into 3 individual ones. That's just kind of worse in a lot of ways. So, because you could just make some tier 1s or not tier 1s. You could make some tier. Oh yeah, they would be 1. For a lot cheaper, a lot easier.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
all right. So
Yeah. A lot of this is still inexperienced with me. My bad.
Oh, we'll get to that. That'll be fine. No problem. You do have a little bit of a following, a little bit of a train of NPCs. You've got the nerd who's just like having fun with this. You've got Theatrix who has, some investment in your group and is just kind of one of you. And then you got this other chick who just seems like she was bored.
Yes, good friend.
Yeah.
Imogen.
We paid her.
You did.
Yeah.
You paid her. She was bored. You've essentially just gotten yourself your first hireling.
Yeah.
Da-da-da.
All right. Well, I guess we stop here outside of Frederick's room. I don't know
Sure.
how much more we can.
Oh, we're finishing. Like, we
Just
need to
like
wrap
we
this
could
up. We need to move faster. So you go to the room.
Oh,
What are you doing at the room?
push to talk,
Door.
Aaron. Yeah.
Knock. Knock at the door.
There's no
Yeah, maybe he
reply.
has a roommate that's there. He doesn't have a roommate.
Can I roll
Thank
investigation to see if there's anything different about the door, or see if it's open?
It's a normal door, and it's definitely not open. It is a stone wall.
Gotcha.
Mhm. We could check the window, but then we're kind of just as bad as he is.
Okay, let's stop here. Like, you've
I
already
mean, we're
got a
not
bunch of
dealing.
you've got a bunch of information.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just putting it all together.
I don't know if there even really is any more information to get.
Yeah, we might just have to wait for Frederick to get back, during school hour,
The
wait for
issue
after the
is
weekend.
that- the issue is that if we don't find, well, did Aphid tell Kefis and Osuma about the deal with the shopkeep that he would hold the gems for 2 days?
Oh.
Because that
I mean, Ventorum would know. He was there when they had the conversation.
Yeah.
So you know that he was going home to visit his family. Like, you basically know where he is right now. Or where he was headed.
Right. But we need to find out where his family is from.
Yes.
How would we know that? Like, go to the student records?
I don't know, you could try
If
asking
there
a
is a
question?
student Well,
You just kind of
Stop
dropped that
who
entire
you
line of
asked.
things as soon as I mentioned that.
yeah, we do want to find that out. We want to find out. Just, we're thinking like if anyone knows, who would know that
I don't know.
information?
You've,
I mean, I don't think D'Amelio knows. Don't think Beatrix didn't seem to know.
you were just talking with
Unless she
someone
does.
who was, acting as though she was familiar with the person.
Oh, that's true. Maybe we should ask Imogene. Hey, Imogene, do you know where Frederick lives?
Actually, yes. I do.
Oh,
I think he's from, Clogarm. About a day's travel to the east of here.
day's travel to the east.
Yeah.
Okay, so we would have enough time if we traveled out there. We might be able to catch him on his way back. Or, okay, we'll think about it.
yeah, we
Yeah,
can.
we'll have to think. We'll have to think about it. I know it's late.
If you want to think about it, I suppose we can leave it there.
Yeah, and then open with that next session. Alright.
Yeah, I have to do some I have to think about the days. How
Okay.
long ago this thing was, when he left.
Do some time math.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
That's alright, I suppose. Cool. Anything else to say or do? I think you guys did pretty well. You're only a little bit behind where I expected you to be by now. So that is interesting.
Oh.
But you also, by kind of going out of your way a little more than I expected you to, you also allowed me to introduce an NPC that I wasn't sure when they'd be introduced. So
And now we have 3 NPCs with us.
you do.
We do.
At the moment, you do, yes. We'll see how that goes in the future. And I'm actually going to go ahead and tell you guys, from just strictly mechanical side of things, for each NPC, you basically have I'm going to say you pretty much have one NPC at your disposal per rest.
Okay.
Hired people do not count.
And that's
Hiring
more than me.
people, is extra. Like you can have more than one if you pay them, and they have their own. They each have their own different talents, and I have a list of what they can all do. It's technically available. It's on World Anvil. We haven't been using that a whole lot, but hopefully we'll use that a little bit more in the future, and you'll have a easier list. Like you'll more easily be able to see who is willing to help you. But yeah, think of them as like a pretty powerful magical item that you get to use like once per rest, and some of them would be better at different things.
Forget a magical item; it's a magical student.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Alright. Well.
Oh wow, this was good. This is good. It's a lot. A lot. I feel
A
there's
lot
good
happened.
progress. Yeah.
I'm glad you feel that way. That is good. Sometimes on my end, I'm like, I feel like I'm not doing a very good job giving them progress. 'Cause you know how GMing works. Everything always takes twice as long as you
Yes.
expect it to. Which is actually...
We also had a combat in there.
We did. That was an interesting situation as well. And
I like having
it did... No, that was cool. That was like a cool juncture. It was basically like, do you want to stay on your current path and, risk combat, or do you want to kind of lose that lead, basically? And waste more time. Time's kind of one of your resources right now,
Yeah.
Yeah, the time limit.
Well, hopefully I'll be able to figure out something better. Uh-oh, that was bad. Hopefully I'll be able to figure out something better for the setup next week. And if not, well, we'll see. But yeah, thanks for joining.